Welcome to McKee Guitars custom acoustic guitar build. This is part 14. I've got the neck shaped now. You can see got the throat shaped, the heel. I haven't done a final sanding on this. Got mostly just shaped out. This isn't the final process of shaping the neck. As you can see, I have to clean up the heel there and in the throat area, clean it up, and around in this neck area, clean it up. Yeah, but let's get to this shape so I can get the feel of it, make sure it feels right. And so what I do is, once I get the frets in and all that, and it comes down to the finished sanding part, then that's when everything will get finalized on the neck. Right now, I'm getting ready to do the frets, actually put them in. I've got the fingerboard leveled. I attached it to the body, put it in my neck jig, and leveled the fingerboard. I don't know if there's probably a lot of companies that don't even bother leveling the fingerboard before they put frets in. I think it's always a good idea to do that. So the frets that are going in here are actually a little bit bigger than normal for an acoustic. That's what this customer wanted, but this part here is called the tang. This is your crown where the string goes over top that. And these little barbs under here, well, they're called barbs. They kind of give a little bit of bite in the fret slot there. Well, when you got binding, you can't see it on here. I got ebony binding on there. What happens is you can't have this tang go over the binding there, so you have to trim it out. Well, these are stainless steel frets, and usually we use this nippers here. You stick the fret in there, and it's like a guillotine, and chops the tang off. Well, it'd break these. This stuff is so hard, stainless steel, so hard it'd ruin that, and that's an expensive tool. So what I had to do is go to the bench grinder and grind out the tang portion, and then take a file. I don't know if you can see it too well. Take a file and get the rest of that tang off by hand. So it took quite a while to do that. But so what I'll do is I'll take the fret hammer here, and I will set some glue, thick super glue in there. There's different viscosities. I use number 30 of what they call it. It's a heavy super glue. What that does will fill in any voids between the fret and the tang, and you have no dead spots or open spaces in your fretboard. Everything's filled in, plus it secures the fret a lot better. So I'll take a fret, work my glue in, I'll wax the fingerboard so glue can't stick to the fingerboard too well. You know, put the fret in, pound it in, and you'll have some overhang sticking out all the way down the fretboard. And then what I'll do is take kind of a flat ground nippers. You can see they're beat up from doing a lot of stainless steel frets. I'm going to have to get a new pair, and nip off the ends flush. Then I'll take a file and file them flush to fingerboard there, all the fret ends. And then I'll put I think it's a 35-degree angle, I can't remember, but this tool here has an angle built into it, and it rides over top the frets and puts that bevel on the end of the frets. And I use a little micro chisel and clean off any super glue that's squeezed out of the fingerboard, and then scrape the fingerboard, and then I bevel the fret ends with the file so they're not sharp. Make sure nothing's sharp on there. You don't want to feel like you're playing on razor blades. And then I actually do the leveling of the frets and crowning them after the finish work is done, and that's after actually the fingerboard is glued to the body. So that's kind of how a rundown how fretwork goes on custom guitar. There's many different methods. So there, some use a fret press, some use fret hammers. Just whatever works. There's no one certain way that you have to do it that way. There's no other way to do it. Fretwork can be done a couple different ways, just as long as you have everything nice and leveled and cleaned up real good and do your crowning right, you should be fine. So that's kind of a quick overview of how fretwork's done. After the fretwork's done, it basically get the thing finished, sanded, and prepped to get some finish on it. So keep checking back on Facebook and YouTube. There's not too many more parts left to this series. Hopefully in the future I'll have a multiple part series on building a archtop guitar. I'm going to try to get into that this year. We'll see how it goes. But if I do get to that this year, that'll be my new model that I will offer in my lineup, and you'll get to see that process. It's somewhat the same as acoustic, but of course you're into carving the top and back, and just a little bit different things done with that. So you'll see a video of that if I get around to building the arch top. Thanks for watching.